In this second video about simple basic functions of the SpiderControl PC HMI Editors, I would like to show how to switch an image in function of a variable. So you can change an image and control it from the PLC, and I would like to show how to change languages, how to translate projects. To show this, I will open a second page, add a graphic object, and I have here the possibility to choose an image from the library by pressing on this star symbol. I can also press on the 3 points, and this will open the file open dialog, so I can import any graphic of my choice from an external source. I will take this valve symbol from the library and will show the different possibilities on how to manipulate. The first thing is I can open the properties of this vector graphic symbol and show several possibilities. So for instance, I can rotate this object in a different position. I can change the colors of the different elements of this symbol. I would like to create 3 different valves in green, red and gray. So the first thing, I would like to create a purely gray version of this SVG. So I will just modify the name of the existing and store it under a new name called gray. And I will now change the properties of the color to the same gray for all 3 elements. So this is the gray object. Next, we would like to make a second sequence of this image, so I will store a new name called green, and accordingly I will change the color properties to green. And finally we'll do the same procedure for red, so save the SVG as red and modify again the color props. So I have now generated 3 files for the 3 different colors. I will use the first repaint event and set a condition under which the red SVG graphic will be shown. So we will choose as a source PPO, a variable, enter a variable name, so the variable name could be valve state, and we compare it to exactly. So if the status of valve state equals to 0, it will show a red graphic. We will select the second edit action. We will compare the valve state PPO to 1 in this case, and we will choose the second graphic using the file viewer. So we'll take the green graphic, which will display when the value is 1. Now I would like to display also a third graphic, and this standard layout on the property pane has only 2 edit actions. So what can we do about this? The tool has the possibility to change to this flash mode. So this flash mode will allow me to add additional events. What is the idea of these 2 different views? The first property pane view will just make me proposition it's just like a template of all the possible actions I can choose from. It will make me some suggestions and I can use them or not. And in the flash mode I'm so to say in the advanced mode, so this will just display which actions are already chosen, and it also allows me to add an unlimited number of additional repaint and runtime actions. So we can see so far we show these two images, and we'll just add a third repaint actions. Take the file type as a source, choose the third graphic to be displayed. So the first will show red and green, so we have to choose gray, and we will set the condition to display this gray image. So it's a simple condition. We will compare on equal, we will add the variable name, we'll use the string constant and compare to 2. Next thing, I would like to add 3 buttons which allow me to write these 3 states. We'll probably move over to the style page and choose this metro navigation style. Take a new button again, so we would like to use this type of button. So in this case we would like to show the red state, so we will use the text saying this is red. Just control 0 is red, 1 is green and 2 is gray. Correct. So the action which we define when the button is pressed will be linked to the mouse down event, and we would like to write to the process point valve state the value of 0. Right. So we'll copy this object, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and prepare our green and gray buttons. So the second value for green will be 1. The text on the button shall be green, and the third one would be gray, and the action which shall be written is 2 in this case. So let's have a look if this works. We start the simulator, which can also be started from the top, not only from the main page. Go to the second page, and indeed we are able to write this variable 0, 1, 2, and the valve object will change color by selecting the respective SVG. So next we'll have a look at the language translation. So we've chosen HTML tag for language resources, and the editor can change the language during runtime using this object, which I will just copy now to our second page. And SpiderControl is able to store all the different languages which are supported in a CSV file. So in this case we have in the resource files 4 CSV files. In the resources there is all kind of files which are used by the project, will be added here automatically. Now we'll open the German CSV file and we will translate the tags. So the first row is the language tag, and the second will be the translation, second column. So we'll translate grey to grau, hello to hallo, and red to rot. So that will be our German translation, and we'll do a French translation too, proceeding the same way. So green will become vert, grey will become gris, and red will be rouge. So that will be 3 language. We start the simulator again. Go to second page, and we see now how the language translation changes. If I choose Spanish, it will still show the default language, which is English in this case. Finally, we would like to change the colors of these 3 buttons, and we will add another vector graphic on top of it. We've already seen how to change colors of a vector graphic. For this more simple button, we can go to general properties and just change interior and outline colors to the respective value. So this blue layer in the background will just be changed to red in this case for interior and outline. And we'll also choose a different symbol. Instead of this home symbol, we choose something which is more related to red, like this alarm clock. Then we'll take the green button, change the properties to green, and finally the grey. And also choose a different symbol. So we have also changed the colors of the buttons.